The hospital shall go nameless, but it is one of the best hospitals in the country. A nurse wrote an entry that a baby who was well had jaundice. She noticed jaundice in the baby. The doctor discharged the baby 2 days after birth, which is normal, thinking the baby was absolutely healthy. 5 days later, the baby developed kernicterus, which is a specific form of brain damage related to jaundice, related to elevated bilirubin. And this baby was devastated because by the time the parents brought the baby to another hospital, the brain damage was complete and there was nothing to be able to do to make this baby recover. And it was all because the doctor didn't notice that the nurse had written jaundice. Had the doctor noticed that, the doctor could have realized and should have realized that this was something that was a potential problem. All you had to do was put the baby under lights in the nursery, tell the mother to come back the day after discharge and examine the baby to see if this was a potential problem, and it could have absolutely been avoided, 100% avoided. But the failure to look in that record and appreciate that had a devastating effect on this baby. We prosecuted right up until the time of trial. There was a denial of liability, that this is something that can happen, that the baby was a well baby. It's all right to discharge a baby under these circumstances. But we obtained a nationally known expert in bilirubin and elevated bilirubin levels from California, who was able to come in and testify and would have testified that because of that note and because of the race of the child was black, American, and they have an increased risk of bilirubin, of elevated bilirubin, bilirubinemia it's called, and because the child had a cephalohematoma, which is a normal finding, but a bump on the brain, bump on the skull, which can cause increased bleeding, and the bleeding turn into disintegration of the blood products, which can cause bilirubin, that those factors required in this particular baby close examination, which the doctor didn't. We settled that case right after jury selection, when they saw that we were prepared to go all the way and try the case. And we settled that case for $8 million.